Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we had, you can sing it.
I want you to sing it.
You can sing it.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yes, we did. Are we ready?
We're ready.
All right. Looks like Easy E is in the house.
Nice.
Oh,
we always bring our A game.
Yeah, that's all right.
Or sometimes the B or C game.
Super C's in the house. How's it going? I'm going to say Michael number 1 is here. And slow Michael number 2 came in second place. Michael number 2 today.
You got a participation trophy.
Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels in the house as well. How's it going, everyone? How you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right.
Doing well. I'm waiting for you. I was going to say, usually there's that flux of people. All of a sudden I start talking.
Popular Purple's in the house. How's it going? Hi there. Joyous Joy is definitely here as well. How's it going? Hi, y'all.
There we go. See, they're trickling in.
Lovely Linda. How's it going? And nice Nova's in the house as well. Oh, here we go.
I knew it was coming.
Juicy Jim's here. How's it going, buddy? Awesome Anique. We're AAA. Aaron should be AAA because one of these days he's going to be driving and the truck's going to break down and we're going to have to call AAA with the new box truck. Yeah, exactly. Marvelous Meredith's in the house. Oh, gosh. Beautiful Bubba. That's all I can come up with right now, right off the bat.
Bubber the love sponge.
Yep. Michael, number 2, is still here.
First loser.
And the awesome new starts in the house.
All right, everybody. Thank you for showing up. We definitely do appreciate it. We do this fun game every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And we always start the show the same way, like a train wreck. But the other way we started is I asked Mr. Magazine how his sales are. He talks, and you all let us know how your sales are.
And sometimes I actually care how yours are.
Really?
Well, no, I act like it.
Okay. You're quite
sales they're probably nothing to brag about. I'm paying the bills. We're selling some stuff. Amazon's decent. Website's still good. DVDs are good. For eBay, we're trying to shy away from the common crap and putting it on Amazon or putting the adult stuff on the website. For eBay, if it's something special, unique that we can get, $50 or higher end stuff, we're using eBay for that form, but that's about it at this time right now.
That's kind of interesting because I've listed 2 items on Amazon, which tends to be my dumping ground in the last month, let's say. So I don't list very much on Amazon.
2 listings in the whole month.
Yeah.
That's it? Wow.
Yeah. One was $44 and one was $88.
Okay.
So I'm kind of going the other way with Amazon, which used to be my where stuff went to die.
Yeah.
It's just because I use Sellbrite, so I don't list directly on Amazon. I do it through Sellbrite, and it's a whole rigmarole in order to list.
How much is the tier you're doing on Sellbrite?
Does it cost me?
Yeah, how much?
I don't even know offhand.
It's gotta be because I was paying $500 before I got rid of it, so you gotta be $100 maybe.
Probably something like that. Yeah, okay. I think I pay once a year. I think if I remember right, something like that. All right. Sales are better. Good.
Okay.
I heck like it. There you go.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people complaining. Yeah.
A little bit slow. Okay.
Oh, Delightful Dawn is in the house.
Hello. She wrote it.
Yeah, she did. She did write it.
You may try to shy away from the common crap as well. Some clothing, but more uncommon crap. Well, that's true.
Yeah. Awesome Amazon sellers in the house. Exactly. Yeah, Amazon's been good for me though. We seem to have pretty steady sales. It's probably a little bit higher than last year, 5-10% up right now. But we got 350,000 listings, so it should be going up. How about you?
Oh, sales are up and down. Up 32% in May, 40% year on year.
Wow. Can't argue with that.
No, those are some numbers I'd love to have on that. I was whining earlier, only one sale since freaking Saturday. Yeah, that's wine material.
Yeah.
And my best sales day ever on Saturday, $800, very up and down. So,
I will say this, and I don't want to brag, but I'm very happy. One day we sold 5 figures in adult items in one day.
Nice.
Just some random day. Yeah, I was kind of proud of myself. Proud of the listers at the. We had a couple big sales. People are going to the website. People are buying heavy on Amazon with that type of stuff. So I can't complain.
Nice. Up 124% over last May. Wow. Even with that lack of sales for the last few days. Continue to be a roller coaster.
I'm hearing that from a lot of people. My friend around the corner that sells, he's got a collectible shop, sports card shop, and he's saying he's one really good eBay day followed by 4 bad ones. One good one, 4 bad ones. That seems to be his system there.
Today, hit the like button. Thank you. Today is putrid squared on eBay. I think I've sold 2 items today, maybe 3. It's a really, really bad day for eBay today. But other than that, it's been pretty good. So I can't complain. I actually expected Monday to be bad with the holiday, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Then I expected Tuesday to be bad because I figured everybody's going back to work, and Tuesday wasn't bad. Today ended up being the day that I guess everybody said, oh, geez, I got to be at work today. I guess I can't screw around on eBay. So today was the day that was bad for me, really, really bad today. But the rest of the time, I cannot complain whatsoever. I'm not setting the world afire by any means whatsoever, but I'm doing well enough that I'm not complaining. Amazon last week again, for the second straight week, I sold more items on Amazon than I did on eBay. And that's with not listing hardly anything new on there. So it's been, it's okay. I mean, I can't complain. It tends to be slower this time of year anyway, especially with everybody. And it was a beautiful weekend.
True.
And I'm going to get up on my soapbox for 1 minute. And I don't know, you're aware, Mr. Magazine, this is going to be a little off the reselling topic for 1 minute, but you're aware we haven't had rain for a while, right?
I'm aware.
And people are complaining about the rain, lack of rain.
They can't blame it on the rain.
They cannot. But here's what bothers me. People on Friday all over social media were going, when's it going to rain again? I'm thinking to myself, we're going to have a beautiful weekend, a long holiday weekend. Let's enjoy the weekend, and then we can cry about rain Tuesday. Why do you have to sit there and not rain on my parade now? It's like, just let's enjoy the weekend. Then we can worry about rain. I'm down off my soapbox now. See what other people are saying out there.
What's scary about me with eBay, if you take away like my top 5 or 10 highest sales for the month, like the Space Mountain chair, the Lou Alcindor rookie, like my sales would really, I'd be crying the blues, honestly. So thank God I pick up some of those high.
Well, and I think that's kind of showing what we've been saying all along. The high price stuff selling and the low price stuff selling. It's that in between, which unfortunately is where I position myself.
Steady sales, exactly.
Down 13%. 26 orders for today. All right. So, and I certainly don't have those numbers, but I've only had 2 or 3 today. Pretty good eBay sales over the weekend. Yeah, could not complain. And trust me, I'd like to. If you follow the show, I'd like to complain.
Super Stevens in the house. Hello. Exactly.
As to a couple of other things, I sold nothing on million.dollar.peddlers, nothing on Vivs-Views. I did do 3 items on Etsy though, so that's starting to pick up a little bit for me. Only 12 out of 38 items were promoted.
Wow.
We've been running at 50% promoted charge. That was only 1/3 promoted this past week, which is lower than it's been in a long, long time, especially since they went and they made that change where they're charging more for the promoted if anybody clicks on anything. And the offers report, 167 offers, which is the most offers that I can make to buyers since late March.
Wow.
So they're definitely getting you traffic. You cannot complain about that. 48 of them were older items, so we're running pretty much the newer stuff is getting the watchers right now again, which you would expect. You would obviously expect that. But
all right, Marvelous Memphis, how's it going?
We were just starting to panic, so thank you. Hillsview Flea Market in Virginia. I don't see a washout. Sunday rained. Oh, I'm sorry. Those are the worst. 2 items. So today seems to be a bad day for a lot of people. Today definitely does. How about buys? How are you doing on buys? And how's anybody else out there doing? We know the one with the washout's not doing anything.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I know Aaron's always got something in the works all over the country, but for me at the shop, I picked up a big laser tag collection. I had like 20 in the original box, like the vest, the system.
Were you using them around the shop?
I did not, but one of my employees definitely wanted to turn the lights off and do that. And drink and then do that too. So,
that's good.
Did not, but other than that, buying some cards here and there, nothing crazy that I can think of. Just steady Freddy right now. Trying to save some money. How about you?
Well, I wanted to bring something or other up. We're going to leave out that large deal that we can't talk about right now. That doesn't count into my equation.
Okay.
So leaving that out because that's a special situation. I was looking, and my purchases this year for resale are roughly 55 to 60% of what they were last year at this time.
Wow.
So I have definitely cut back on the buying. I'm still buying too much,
Mhm.
but I've definitely cut back on the buying quite a bit. So
Wow.
that's a positive. Tomorrow there is a estate sale that I want to hit. So hopefully I
Hmm.
got some. It looks pretty good. Looks like a lot of older stuff. So hopefully that'll be good. And Friday I will be going out to Madison for the baby Bach, as they call it, because it's a much smaller show than the big one, but it's still large enough that should be 1,000 dealers or 500 dealers, something other like that out there.
Hmm.
So that should be pretty good. So I took Friday off of work, and I'll be driving out there. Hopefully, give you guys a good video. Monday, I believe Monday is the haul video from Springfield, and then the following Monday is the interview with the auction professor. I believe that's the order that I put stuff up for Monday. So the next 2 Mondays, we have some bonus videos.
Have you ever had a haul video and then you bought like one item, like a coin?
I actually tried to do a haul video for Wilson, which is a flea market / town-wide garage sales, 72 miles from my house. And I actually shot a video on the site talking about it, and then I
Mhm.
didn't buy enough good stuff, and I said, "Look, I don't want to do a video just for sake of doing a video. I want to come up with some good, exciting
Yeah.
things." So I scrapped it. I was going to say S-canned it. I scrapped it, only because of that. So again,
Gotcha.
I don't want to just do a video to do a video
Sure.
on that kind of stuff.
Makes sense.
I did fairly well at Avon Flea Market though on Sunday. I spent $47. And among other things, I picked up 132 Scientific American magazines from 1849 through 1900. And then
Nice.
some other really nice older things as well. So it was a fun buying trip. I just need to get some of that stuff listed at some point. So of course I'm going out again Friday.
Oh, good for you.
And I might be going out to Clarence on Sunday because it's garage sale Sunday out there too. So I may be
Busy,
going out
busy.
there.
Busy.
And I actually went to Wilson, and Mr. Magazine does not know this. I actually went to Wilson with local Mike. We rode out together,
Oh, I
and
think
it
you're talking
was
about the Tool Man's Neighbor. That's not the Wilson we're talking about.
no,
The volleyball from Tom Hanks movie there. No.
no, it's
Okay.
not Mr. Wilson, Dennis the
All
Menace's
right.
neighbor
All
either.
right.
I actually rode out with local Mike, and it was kind of interesting because his sourcing style is completely different than mine. I pretty much will pay what you want, maybe beat you up a tiny bit on a price.
Mhm.
He definitely negotiates a lot harder, but he got out of there with some stuff I'll tell you about after the show that I'm sitting there going, I can't believe what he got it for, how good of a deal he got. So I'm going to watch him because I'm going to Madison with him as well.
Cool.
So it'll be interesting to watch him negotiate because, again, I'm not much of a negotiator. It's just, if it's a good deal, I pay for it and buy it as it is. And he took me aside and he goes, you can negotiate a little bit. He goes, I know you don't like them, but you can save a couple of dollars.
You guys not going to Madison?
Yeah, he's going to Madison, man. No. This is the baby box coming
okay.
up
I got you.
Friday. Yeah.
All right.
I met up with a dealer this weekend to potentially buy out his collection. I get there and he tells me he sold all his car ads ephemera that morning at a car show.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
That's
geez.
not cool.
No, not especially if you had to drive.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for asking.
Let's hear it. Here we go.
41 weeks, 2 days, but who is counting?
One person is, yeah.
Oh, I broke my no buying streak.
Cool.
5 whole things for resale.
You
Nice.
gotta start somewhere.
That's first one's free. So that was those were my buys over there, but no, that was interesting. Like I said, it was interesting to watch somebody else sourcing. This is going to take a while. Glitch of the week.
Oh, here we go.
You had one, Mr. Magazine.
What was it?
Amazon
What was it?
records.
Oh, I think it's finally fixed. Is it? Okay. We could not print media mail for any records, even some books. 45s you could, VHS you could not, sometimes DVDs. So the records definitely could not do media mail for at least 2 days, 3 days even.
Yeah, it was a couple of days. I actually had to jump over to PayPal because that's my backup shipping, and actually fill in and buy media mail through there because I was selling books, things like that. Yeah, Amazon was not allowing media mail for about 2-day period there. Don't know why. Heritage, I was trying to buy something on Heritage or trying to bid on it. Web server is returning an unknown error.
Wow.
When their computer doesn't even know what the error is, that's probably not a good sign.
No, that's a horrible sign. Yeah.
Say hello to.
All right. Double doing it wrong is in the house. How's it going? Lucky Lee is in the house. Awesome Antiquarian. Marvelous Metal is in the house as well. And he's buying from Paperway. Well, someone's got to.
He's buying from Whatnot. There you go.
There we go.
Good place to buy. Then I was trying to list on eBay. Got well, this is embarrassing. We're sorry, but the listing tool isn't working right this second. Please try again later. So eBay was having listing problems. And then I was actually doing a little bit of work on my item specifics. I'm down under 12,000.
Wow.
And it was a crankshaft, which I don't know if you know what that is now, but crankshaft, the original art. So it's a comic strip. I was trying
to. A car part.
It is a car part as well. And I was trying to revise it. And I got an error when trying to add item specifics. Do you know what the error was?
No.
IAF token supplied is invalid. So watch your IAF tokens. Do you have any idea what an IAF? No, I don't know either. And I don't know why.
Where do you put the token? Is there a slot for the coin or token?
I don't know why. Why would I give them a bad one? But I did. Obviously, it's my fault. So then, and search is still screwed up on eBay. So I had 30 original art pieces listed of one artist. And I wanted to find one of them because I picked up more of them. And I wanted to sell similar. I wanted to list off one that I already had listed.
Sure.
So I go and I search on my stuff. And my stuff's all sitting there, all Paperway stuff. And I click there to search. And I search on the artist's last name. It says, nothing found with that name. I said, really? I scroll down. And about the 10th thing down on the page is one of his. The 11th thing down on the page is one of his. The 12th thing, and I spelled it right. So literally, I'm sitting on my stuff. I can see it, and it's telling me it's not there. I guess eBay isn't actually embarrassed. No, you know, they are shameless. They are shameless. Purchased a lot of dealership sales.
Hold on, I got to come up with a name. How about Choo Choo Chase is in the house?
There you go. All right. 70s, 90s, olds, and Cadillac models. You did a short about staying away from them. Why is that? They're slow sellers. Now, if you paid right on them, but the problem with those is a lot of times there are warehouse fines and that kind of stuff. Somebody that used to work at a dealership will come out and he's got 500 of the same one type deal. So that's the problem with them. If you paid right on them, there's nothing wrong with them and they will sell. The thing is, there's a lot of them out there and you end up, most cars, especially in those periods, you might get $5 to $10 a piece on is what you'll get, which is great if you got a big pile of them and you're willing to do the quantity and the time on them. That's not a problem at all. But I do tend to stay away from them, especially because if I'm out at the flea market, they're not selling them to me for 10 cents a piece. They want $2-3 a piece, and I can't give you $2-3 to sell for 5 to 7. I Googled IF token on this computer thing, and it says you have internet connectivity problems. Oh, there you go. Well, thank you. So I guess that really was my fault. 30 seconds after clicking the vid, cha-ching sold something.
See?
There you go.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So then the biggest problem, the biggest glitch that I'm having and a lot of other people are having, Amazon wins this week with the Inform Act. You have to verify your information, which is fine because it's all federal law. So I go on and it says last week, your account is at risk of deactivation. I said, uh-oh, what the heck happened? And I look and it says I have to verify my tax number and all this stuff. I said, okay. And I go to the page and there's a thing there to verify your tax number. So I said, okay, I clicked on it. I filled that out, gave them my information for I think it's an I-9, I think it is, and all that. No problem. Then it says you have to verify your bank account. And I clicked on it to see what I needed to do. And it says you need to have a bank statement. And I said, oh, I don't have a bank statement for that bank. And it's got an address has to match, et cetera. I said, okay. So I exited, didn't worry about it. Went to my bank. Good thing I went to my bank. They actually had my old address on file. I updated my address. They went and they printed out a bank statement for me and everything. I come home, I'm all set. It says, thank you for verifying your identity. We'll let you know if you need to do anything more. Check back in 24 hours. That was 5 days ago. I still have the same thing on there telling me I'm at risk, telling me I need to do things.
Now, did you get emailed about this or you just stumbled across it?
I just went on my page
So I
where
should
it
probably
tells
check
me.
because I
Well,
would
you
never.
check your account health,
Yeah, I do.
and it comes right up on the seller
okay.
dashboard that says you're at risk.
Okay.
5 days now, it's not updated. Now, I went on the boards, and apparently they sent this out to a lot of different people. A lot of it was an error because they had the information from people, and they told people, give it a few days to sort itself out. Well, when every day I log in and it says your account is at risk of deactivation,
That's
and
scary.
I have till June 26th, I think, to get it sorted out. I'm saying, can we at least update it so that I can, because they want to
We got to
verify
call
my,
him at some point. You just have to call
I have to do something, except that I don't think they can do anything because, again, it's just some kind of a glitch that hasn't reset itself. But I'm not the only person in that boat,
him.
luckily.
They got to fix the glitch or extend that deadline until they fix it.
I think that's federal law, though, so I don't think they can extend the deadline. So they got to get it fixed on that part over there. But the plus side is I've now got the bank statement. I'm all set to go. They just have to allow me to click something because it goes, check on your seller information page. I check there. There's nothing to fill out there, nothing to do there. I'm saying, well, come on, reset. It's been 5 days. That's more than 24 hours. So, but they win the glitch of the week. I ended and did sell similar on some beaded dollar kits. It gave me an error for UPC, and they don't even have one. Typing does not apply. Listed up. Yeah, the other thing you can do, Mr. Hot Wheels, I type NA, and that works as well. Just to let you know. They do that. They did that, I think, with, was it records? You got to list a UPC 2 or something? And there's some other category you have to do that too. I think records, yeah.
Buzzsaw Brains in the house. You liked it, huh?
I do. It was a brand new account I set up for reselling. I didn't have a bank statement. Yeah. So, and this, the bank statement the bank gave me, I mean, it literally came from the bank. Doesn't really look like much because it's got like one deposit on it. And I'm going, okay, well, this is what the bank gave me. I mean, worst case scenario, now that they have my address up to date, I think they'll be sending me one.
Don't they do that to phone all the time? Like update your phone, and it's always the same phone number.
Yeah.
For me, I mean,
Yep. Oh, but you have to have, according to what they're saying, you have to have the +1 before your phone number, which is a country code.
Gotcha.
So I updated it with the +1 and then my phone number. Yep.
All right. Totally. Thomas has no sound, but Dawn says sound is fine with her. So could be.
Yeah, you may have to go out and come back in, Thomas, or you can just read lips. So that was that. Site changes. The way that Whatnot looks now with pre-bidding, it says current bid now if there is a pre-bid on the phone. And it's kind of interesting because you'll jump on and you used to be able to see who was bidding somebody up. Now, if you bid and there's a pre-bid on it and it bids it up or there's bidding, you don't necessarily see the name of everybody bidding. So it's kind of really weird now the way that they've changed that. Not that you would know.
What?
Exactly. So that. Oh, and then the seller dashboard is being retired June 6th for the new seller hub. The only thing was, a week ago, it was being retired May 30th for the new seller hub. So they pushed that off a week as well. Kind of crazy. Gonna head on into item of the week. And this is kind of something interesting that I picked up out at the flea market. And I'm going to ask Mr. Magazine if he knows what these are. First, got 2 of these. Not the greatest of shape. I'll let you look at that and I'll show them the next one. Any idea at all what these are, Mr. Magazine?
A Vietnam comic.
They're Vietnam propaganda. And so basically what happened was I obviously I don't read Vietnamese, but we would fly over, and of course they would do the same thing to our troops, and we would drop these little leaflets down. And basically it's like a safe passage, surrender. If you surrender, you will not be harmed in any manner, that kind of deal. They're pretty neat little items over here. They don't go for a ton because a lot of these are out there, but they go for about $10 a piece on these over here. So if you do see them, now I got these 2 for free from a dealer. He had a pile of other stuff. I kind of put it in the pile. He didn't charge me for these whatsoever. I'm actually going to keep these even though I don't collect them because I think they're pretty cool. But if you do see these things over here, they have them out. They did the same thing for Korea. They did the same thing for World War II. And again, they were trying to get enemy soldiers to surrender. There are people out there that collect these kind of things. There's a lot of different ones available out there, but minimum price on them, at least from the Vietnam War, is about $10 a piece. If you do see them, now you know what they are when you see them in somebody's pile of stuff.
Cool.
Kind of a neat little item right there. 3
Jackie
days.
John's in the house.
Someone bought an item and chose local pickup. I contacted them. They've not responded back. Should I refund them now, wait a week, or keep the money and wait for them to contact me?
Now, are they actually local to you, or is it like someone? Because I get that every now and then. Someone in California clicks local pickup for some reason, doesn't realize we're 3,000 miles away.
Yeah, they think it's free shipping or
Right.
whatever, so they do it that way.
Yeah.
It depends upon the dollar value of the item. If it's an expensive item, I would just ship it out to them unless they truly are local. I think if they truly are local, I would keep trying to get in touch with them. But if they're not local and it's an expensive item, I think I would send it to them. You know, if it's unless it's prohibitively expensive to ship.
Right.
And if it's a cheap item, I might just, boy, I don't know. I guess I would let them put the ball in their court,
Yeah.
keep getting in touch with them because at some point they're going to contact you for item not received, probably 75 miles away, close to the popular vacation spot. Yeah, I would just keep reaching out to them. Nothing you can really do. And another thing too is if they click local pickup, you can't print shipping on eBay.
Correct.
Remember, you've had that problem.
Correct. Yep.
So you would need to use a third-party provider anyway to even ship it to them. So I would just keep trying to contact them. That way you're in eBay's good graces that you're trying to make it right on that over there. So one thing that I want to thank local Mike, he actually spotted this. So we were out at the flea market over in Wilson, and guess what he found over there? And I ended up buying it. Guess what he got or showed me?
The ideas are endless, really. Ooh, nice.
The band hammer. Now,
Nice.
I think this is the perfect band hammer.
Yeah.
Was not what I was originally envisioning. And he said he actually picked this up out of the dealer's stuff and goes, "You should buy this for the band hammer." And I looked at it and I said, "You are absolutely right. That is a
fits right in.
band
Yeah.
hammer." So
Perfect.
we went and got a band hammer. Let's see if we used it this week. What do you think?
I think every week.
So now we're going to head on into insulting offer of the week. So I had original artwork from the 1940s, one of a kind. I'm asking $124 free shipping. Guy in California offers me $64. He goes, "Please consider my offer." Yeah, I did. It sucks.
Yeah.
He ended up paying more than that, and I ended up shipping the item out to him. But really, $64 on a one-of-a-kind item from there. I paid nearly that on it as well.
Well, shipping to California
On the
would be
keyboard.
$10. Nice. I'd like to do it on those headphones.
That would be nice. I did actually use the band hammer, though, on the next two. Submarine Atlantis brochure. I was asking $19.16 for it. $3 offer with free shipping. Less than shipping will cost me.
It's shameful.
Band hammered them. Nice. And then I had a Una Merkel actress Scotty Dog unused postcard. I was asking $18. Another $3 offer, less than shipping. Mr. Magazine did not have anybody he needed to band hammer this week. But
Really?
now,
No one? Wow. It was quiet.
That's
I was
true.
probably lazy. Yeah. I was very lazy this week.
So next week, I hope you can use this.
Yeah.
Summon the power of Thor.
That's right.
So there we go. Thank you, Local Mike, for spotting that. We now have a band hammer. See, now we've become Carrot Top.
Exactly.
Customer issues. So I got a return, Actually, I got a bunch of returns this week on Amazon. One was I just didn't like it. Another was, I ordered it by mistake. And I got back the ordered by mistake.
Oh,
Let me cover up my address over here. So
okay.
this is what came back.
Oh, wow. That's nice of them.
They
That's
literally
how they shipped it.
They literally took the comic book that I shipped them with the backer in the bag and literally put the return address on the back of it and dropped it in the mail.
But you shipped it with a cardboard backer,
Cardboard
and a
backer
sleeve,
and an envelope.
and they decided to keep it or throw that out and just send it that way.
Sent it literally
So
putting
nice
this
of
here.
them.
I will. I hate giving props to the post office, but I have to give props to the post office. This did
They
get
got
here
there nice,
safely.
yeah.
It got back to me safely. That being said, don't be this person. Don't be. If I could band hammer them on Amazon, I would. Whoa, nice, Don.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
See, the band hammer works magic.
Oh, what about my 2 empty packages?
Go ahead.
So probably once a week we get a bunch of returns, and we get a lot of returns. But anyways, once a week we open them up, and my employee came to me and said 2 of these were empty, and they looked like they were graded comics. One was Canada, from Canada, and one was from the U.S. So they're 2 different buyers or sellers. We didn't know, but Paperboy tracked it down, and it seems like I purchased these graded comics from people, and it either got stolen along the way, one way or the other.
Well, the one was something or other that showed delivery to you.
Yeah, and it was and I just got it, and it was empty. And then one had a $200, the Canadian one, a $200 value on that. So I'm out probably $300 and don't even know it.
Yep. Can't do anything about it either because tracking shows delivery because you did get delivered the empty box. That's definitely sure.
Yep.
Nice. You're looking at our bolos for 2 weeks from now. Spoiler alert, I sold a menu. Actually, those seem to be the hot things because if I sold 2 and she sold 1.
You're selling a bunch of them lately.
And then the big thing going on out there, which you probably are unaware of, Mr. Magazine, did you hear about Bubble Wrap Gate?
Nope.
I forget who it is. Somebody will tell us in the chat. Went and bought from, I believe it was Supply Hut. I don't want to say anything bad, but I think it was Supply Hut.
Okay.
And I'm making this part up because I don't remember how much, but they were supposed to get, let's say, 675 feet of bubble wrap.
Okay.
It was like 400 feet. It was like crazy low. So then they bought other ones as well, measured them out, and every bubble wrap they bought was short from what it was supposed to be.
Substantially, like 20%.
I was watching, who was I watching? Some show was talking about it, and they said that American Bubble Boy was like 3% short. So they were, within tolerances. But, if you're 30, 40, or 30% short, that's a little bit beyond.
Well, I guess the problem is even a 3% guy, Bubble Boy, if you're short 3% all the time, you're still scamming because why are you never over 3%?
Well, they might be. They just bought, 1 or 2 just to test it. But, you're not short 200 feet.
No, that's and they were doing that to a lot of people, I'm sure.
Probably. And then they bought from whoever sells it on Amazon, and that one came in short as well. So it's everybody now is out measuring their bubble wrap to see how much bubble wrap they got versus what they were supposed to get.
That's great. Well, what if they report all these people report them to eBay?
Well, eBay or Better Business Bureau, or there's, I'm sure that's some sort of fraud if it truly, a one-time thing. Right. Things happen, but if it happens regularly, yeah. I bought a Guns and Survival magazine for $86 with Arnold from Predator on it. Unlisted, it was only worth $20. I'm keeping for myself. Paid 50 cents. Cool. What would you price it at? I priced it at I would price it at $38.23.
I was going to say $40 in that range.
Free shipping. So I would price it at $38. Would be where I would price that at. Yep. So we were in the ballpark.
I found a Carousel magazine with Carousel horses with Dolly Parton on the cover.
Oh wow.
It's 1980s or something. But I'm gonna throw $50 on it. She's popular.
She's very popular. And this is a little bit off the beaten path, but I wanted to bring this up because I remember last week we were talking about how eBay is making the move in the chat, not chat GPT, but basically the artificial intelligence they're making the move into, where you can go and push the button, or at least it had been on there, where you could push the button on your phone and artificial intelligence would fill in a bunch of information for you.
Yeah.
You can say, hello.
Jay-Z Jeff's in the house. How's it going?
So there was a story that made the news today about a lawyer in New York. Roberto Mata sued Avianca Airlines for injuries he said he sustained from a serving cart while on the airline in 2019, claiming negligence by an employee. Okay. Yep. So he got hurt by a serving tray. He went to his lawyer, Stephen Schwartz, with Lebedow and Oberman out of New York City. They've been around for 30 years. This lawyer went and used his case. And of course, when you do these things, you cite other cases and why you think you're in the right, yada, yada. He submitted 6 cases for research. They were bogus. He used ChatGPT, which then would say things like, oh, you got to use Varghese versus China South Airlines, Martinez versus Delta Airlines. These things.
It was just random shit.
It made it up. ChatGPT made these things up. So now he's facing a sanctions
hearing. But he didn't know that.
But he's still facing sanctions because he lied in an affidavit and then didn't check the information. Wow. He greatly regrets having utilized generative artificial intelligence to supplement the legal research performed. And here's the crazy thing about it. He went and he asked ChatGPT about, he he goes on ChatGPT in front of the judge, everything. He goes, "Is Varghese a real case?" ChatGPT said, "Yes, it is a real case." Then he asked the AGI where it came from. Oh, it got it from. They found the cases and it gave a whole bunch of fake numbers on it and found it on Westlaw and LexisNexis. So it made up completely the whole case.
Just one lie after another lie after another
Just
lie.
was covering up its lies with further lies.
Jeez, that's
It's
crazy.
like ChatGPT is like a 5-year-old.
Well, GoDaddy has a chat AI, and we had some buyers on the website having trouble checking out, but like 2 out of every 50. So I kind of put it off and like, you know what? Let me just see what's going on. So I tried to chat, could not understand anything I tried to explain clearly, could not understand it, and I think it was just getting stupid. Like it was very frustrating.
Oh, there we go. FJ Treasures. Thank you, John Doe. But how crazy is that?
That's
just made stuff up and then said, "Oh no, that's real. Oh no, that's real." Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, like a 5-year-old hand in a cookie jar. That's crazy. They're supposed to, but again, better to have ChatGPT do it. That is a great story.
That is crazy.
We're the only reselling channel telling you that.
Yeah.
Interesting other things. So I joined eBay Expression.
I don't know what that is, but you're going to tell us.
Well, neither do I.
Oh, cool.
So basically, they're going to survey me, and this was kind of interesting. I got a survey this week by Amazon or from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I got a survey this week from Etsy, and I joined eBay Expressions, which is where they survey people. So all 3 people are going out, or all 3 companies, reselling companies, are doing a lot of research with sellers. So that tells you something is going on. If all 3 of them are doing it all at the same time, something other is going on. That's exactly what I was thinking. I told a buddy of that mine today. I go, "It's a 5-year-old now. Wait till it's 15." Google Bard was like working on a 3-year-old. It was some truth in what it didn't know it made up. Oh, trust me, I deal with that every week. Anywho, so a couple of the things over here with the eBay Expressions. They were asking me things. This is literally what one of the questions they asked me. Which of the following lifestyle moment did you personally, spelled wrong, experienced in your life? Select all that apply. And then it asked if I used the seller hube. I go, "Oh, this is great." Apparently, apparently I'm taking ChatGPT surveys. Kind of crazy. Another interesting thing, I was looking something or other up on Google, and I couldn't find it, but a WorthPoint page came up, so you could see it on WorthPoint and it sold and all that.
Yeah.
So I looked on the WorthPoint page. At the top of the page, that you have an opportunity to invest in WorthPoint.
Oh, wow.
So you click through and it's telling you why you should invest in this company and how you can basically become an investor in WorthPoint. So they're soliciting funds. So that was kind of interesting there. I haven't heard anybody else mentioning that. That was kind of odd. And one last thing before we get into the main topic. Do you remember last week's item of the week, Mr. Magazine? Norman Rockwell cover?
Sure.
Is
that a trick
Just
question?
make stuff up if you can't remember it. Top value stamps?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yes, you could buy a car.
You know what else you could buy? You could buy a private plane for 9,900 books.
I don't know how hard it is to get one book. And we got to figure it out.
Yeah, you got.
What do you got to do? What do you got to spend to get like one book filled?
Was it like $10 per page or something like that, with like 20 pages or something like that, or something other like that? Yeah, I'm just wondering back then.
Seems like a deal though for a jet, right?
Yeah. Kind of crazy, but I wonder if you had if there was any backup on it. Just, I got enough. Send me my jet. Here you go. Or here's your plane.
Was it like a Cessna or was it like a Orville Wright?
That was a private plane. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you could get one of those for 9,900 books. You're not my real dad anyway. Exactly. It's not a phase. All righty. Now we're going to go into the big reveal, everybody's favorite time of the show. Mr. Magazine, I am going to read you today's main topic, and you take it away first. Resell what you enjoy and enjoy reselling.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, I do buy what I buy what I collect, and I sell what I collect because they go together kind of. Because sometimes I'll upgrade things, sometimes I'll collect something like I don't really want this. So I have a good outlet. I can sell things if I get bored of things. If I decide to change certain things in my collection I want to sell or invest in, it works well for me because everything I'm buying at some point I'm going to sell. Even if I'm collecting it now, I'm going to be 50. At some point when I'm 60 or 70, I'm not going to want 90% of that stuff. So part of the deal is I have to enjoy it. I have to collect it to really be into this business, or else I wouldn't have any fun with it. And it is fun, the buying aspect, the big collections and that, and this is part of it too. So I enjoy everything as a whole. But yeah, I think it goes together. If you're a collector, it makes it more fun as well.
Well, you know what they've said? They've said if you enjoy what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. I mean, that's a famous old saying.
Until you have employees, but go ahead.
You don't enjoy managing employees?
Oh, it's so fun.
But if you don't sell what you enjoy, it's nothing but a job when you get right down to it. Exactly. I get that reference. Um, and I know Pure Hustle podcast said that as well, that you have to sell things that you enjoy. You have to enjoy what you're selling, because otherwise, you know, anybody can go. I guess the question is, why aren't we selling? Because there's good money in it. Why aren't we selling packing materials, especially in bubble wrap? You can short everybody, I heard. But
Well, it is boring, but
exactly, you can
it
make
does take up
money.
a lot of room too.
Yeah, right. But you're not going to go broke selling
No.
that. You're going to make whatever your margin is.
Yep.
And I guess that's another part of it too. You're never going to score when you're selling packing supplies.
That's true. That's very true.
There's really not much of a thrill of the chase in that. Yes, I got corrugated boxes, 10 by 8 by 4s. Yes.
Yeah.
There's not much going on. You're going to pay what you're going to pay for them.
True.
You're going to manufacture them, or you're going to buy them from your manufacturer. You're going to package them up. You're going to ship them out. You're going to make your 5% or 10% or whatever you make.
Right.
And you do deal after deal after deal. You sell them all out, you whatever, and it's a job. It really is a job.
So say I'm dealing in bubble wrap and cardboard pads. All right, back the truck up. That's not fun to me. But
Right.
Oh my God, I just scored 10,000 Playboys, but there's hundreds of them from the 50s. The first Maryland winner might be in there. Now I'm digging through them, and it's exciting. Or sports cards. Hey, might be able to have. Is there a Mickey Mantle in this collection, or is there number one Spider-Man? So like that's the thrill that I enjoy. Sorting through the stuff and seeing the score that I bought from somewhere in Alabama or Canada or wherever.
Right. Yep. And going out to the flea markets. Hey, you got any spare boxes you want to sell? They go to the estate sale, see if they got any boxes in the corner. That's really not a lot of fun. There's really not a lot of enjoyment in it. Right. Not to disparage people that sell that. Hey, they're making a pretty good living.
Sure.
But I can't imagine it's their passion to just move merchandise. If I'm going to do something like that, I might as well go buy a corner store and sell the Pringles. Right. I mean, it's the same type deal.
Yeah.
Whereas I get a lot more enjoyment. And that's one of the reasons why I stay away from, generally speaking, things like car magazines. Because I don't get enjoyment out of selling car magazines. I don't like listing them. It's work. I like a pile of just random various magazines from different years. That's what I enjoy. Stuff like that. And I never know what I might find at a flea market type deal. I find somebody with a box of Road and Track.
Yeah.
I don't want them. Now, not that, of course, I wouldn't take them as a throw-in on a deal. And there have been any number of times where I've sat there and I put my nose to the grindstone and just said, all right, I picked up 60 of these magazines. I got to get these listed. This is not going to be fun. Let me put them in order. So all I have to do is change the date and the cover feature and the picture. Next one. But that, to me, feels like assembly line work.
Right.
It's literally Road and Track, May 1965.
Well,
next one, June.
How fun would this be? Hey, Mr. Magazine, come upstairs. I'm going to show you this room. We go in the room, and these are all miscut cardboard pads. It's not enjoyable, but he has a room with all these collectibles piled high, cool stuff that he's picked up over the years, and it's like a hall of fame, so to speak, of collectibles. I got the same thing above my shop and stuff in my safe, and that's exciting, and we enjoy showing it off to each other and stuff. Or hey, I just picked this up, or he picked up something from my collection that may only be worth $5 or $10. I'm like, wow, that's so awesome! I don't have that or something. So that's 80% of it to me, honestly.
Yep, Mr. Hot Wheels started the same way.
Yeah.
But and that's what was interesting because I had a long talk with local Mike when we were driving. It's funny, as a general rule, I don't sell sports cards or comic books. I do sell a few comics, but not very many.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because I collect them.
Yeah.
Because I would want to end up keeping them all.
Yeah.
So to me,
Right.
it's got to be that side thing, not something that I collect and I care about, but something that I'm passionate about. But I'm passionate about listing it right, getting it to a good home to somebody else that can appreciate it.
Right.
Because I can definitely appreciate 1895 magazine, but I'm not going to keep an 1895
Right.
magazine. But I can
Sure.
find it a new home to somebody else that will appreciate it as much as me,
Yeah.
who's a collector of it.
Cool.
Selling full time is my hobby niche for a couple of years. Loving life. I should have started doing that full time years ago. Yep.
Cool.
I just turned off the Daily Refinement podcast where they talked about selling only high sell-through items. Ignore your own enjoyment of what you sell. That is funny, jackass. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're going to treat it like a business, yes, but that would be terrible for me. I would absolutely eat every single minute of that. I like to find the treasures. The problem with finding the treasures, unless it is something, a holy grail kind of thing, is you have to do the research on it, which I enjoy. You have to list it. You have to wait for the right buyer to come along. And at some point, somebody else who's just as passionate will come along and say, wow, I've been collecting Admiral Byrd stuff for 50 years, and I've never seen this magazine before.
Right.
I need this magazine for my collection.
Yeah.
And then they'll buy it from you and they'll send you a long letter going, this is great. This is a new information I never knew, blah, blah, blah. And it makes you feel good about it. And I really, really enjoy that side of things. Definitely do. But it is funny. I mean, from a dollars and cents standpoint, Daily Refinement would be right on that.
You have a lot in common with Memphis.
Hardy Boy Books, yeah. Sell my duplicates and find the buyer as a fellow collector. I tend to give too good of a deals. Yep. And it's funny because I know it shouldn't make a difference. But a lot of times when I'm with a dealer buying stuff from them, who knows that I'm a dealer, there'll be times when I'll tell them, look, this is going right in my collection, just to let you know this is going in my collection. And they actually end up giving me a break on that because I don't often tell them that's going in my collection. But, this actually is going in my collection. So they do appreciate that. Bad joke books and often refer to them. You could basically write down pretty much stuff out of any of our episodes and you can start your own, just letting you know.
Sell your collection of original jokes from what's his name?
Oh yeah, Red Skelton.
Yeah.
There you go. Do have those. I was a book collector since 10 years old and started selling them on eBay in 1998. Yep. I see people are going, he's working this one. There you go.
Yeah, it's gonna take me about a year to grow a beard. Super SMP, how's it going?
Oh, go ahead. You can read. I'm reading my notes. I missed anything over here.
Got some hellos going on over there.
All right. Donnie. But yeah, so it's, and again, part of the reason why, and again, I'm not disagreeing with Daily Refinement on that. I'm just saying that for me, it wouldn't work. And part of the reason why, and I know I've had this argument before with another reseller, was I've got a job. I've got a day job. I don't want another job.
Right.
I could do something or other else if it was just for the money. The money's nice. The money helps. I'm not complaining about that whatsoever, but I definitely do get enjoyment out of it. And that's kind of key as well. Just to sit there and list. And there's, every once in a while I'll sell something or other. You'll see it. One of the Bolo videos, an empty box, an empty bag, an envelope, something or other like that.
Sure.
You'll see, and you'll be like, wow. How did that sell? But you know that it went to somebody or other that obviously if they're spending $15 on an empty bag, for some reason it means something to them. Whatever that reason is.
True.
And they probably never thought they were going to, maybe it was the first job they had and there was a bag from it. Whatever it is, they thought they'd never see something like that again. And yet I was able to bring that to them.
Oh yeah, but even the education part of it. I mean, I don't have to collect everything I buy to resell, but the vices, the posters. Murgy's in the house.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hit South Carolina. Hit the like button. Go to Florida, not South Carolina.
I think I'll be going to Florida at some point because my parents used to have houses down there. We used to be there all the time. I do like Florida. I also like Texas. Never been there, but I think I would like Texas and Vegas.
There you go.
Maybe all three. 4 months per.
Nice. Thank you, Zwergy. We definitely do appreciate that. Definitely do. Thank you. But yeah, one thing that I wrote down over here is, if and I brought it up a while ago in a video, a long time ago in a video, and I don't know if you remember it or not, but the 1800s German prints that I bought,
Mhm.
I got them at a really good deal. I made good money on it. That was one of the most brutal listing days I have ever
Yeah.
had in my life because it was old German script.
Right,
And
right.
I had to sit there and decipher it and then write out each and every one. I put my nose to the grindstone. I did that in one day. Brutal day.
Yeah.
Brutal day. And if that were what sold regularly, and that's what I had to sell regularly, I get a different side hustle because it was that brutal.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
for one day I can bite the bullet and I can say, okay, I'm going to do it. Day after day after day of listing old German scripts, I get a headache.
Yeah.
I
Oh, I'm
really
sure.
would. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Um, so, and I think that's one thing. Hopefully, when you watch our videos, when you watch the channel, hopefully you see we do have a passion for reselling, and I think many of you out there have it as well. So I think you kind of know what I'm getting at and what I'm talking about over here. But you definitely can enjoy reselling if you resell what you enjoy.
But even
What
my
it comes down
employees
to.
sometimes they like get into it and get excited for things I'll pick up and something that is either super rare that's amazing that's worth a lot of money or something that like they would never think sells and then
Mhm.
it sells for $50. Holy cow! You knew what you were doing. It's a crapshoot. Something weird and unique. We listed and it sells. But yeah, it's contagious sometimes. So it's cool. Fun.
Yeah, and it's a lot of
Very
fun.
fun.
And when I know that I've really found something or other that scored is when I bring it to a random neighborhood kid and he goes, "Wow, that's cool." And I can tell he's not just doing the
Right.
teenage, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool." He's actually, "Wow, that's cool." The history that he can hold in his hand.
Right.
And I only show him, of course, the best of the best or the things that he would find interesting.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean there isn't lots and lots of history. And that's the other great thing about doing what I do. Now you do things a little differently because you have the employees list a lot and you can't necessarily afford to pay them to do lots and lots of research.
Right.
But I do a lot of research myself, and it's just amazing the history that I've learned just because of this. And the history builds upon itself and it builds upon itself, and you learn a little bit, and I get great enjoyment out of it. And I find even a lot of times in my downtime, I'll be watching something on TV or reading a book or whatever, magazine. I'll be
Mhm.
like, that's something good to remember in case I ever see something from that
Sure.
out there in the reselling
Yeah.
world. And then I'll go down some rabbit hole because I'm reading a story on my phone and I go down a rabbit hole. And
Right.
next thing you know, I'm like, wow, those are actually valuable. I never even know those existed.
Yeah. It's cool.
And it's just,
Fun.
it is a lot of fun. Everything
Yeah.
just kind of builds upon itself. So it's great fun. Um,
Let's see. Here we go.
Don makes an
Mhm.
appearance every live,
Alright.
every single one. There you go. uh, Till the 1960s. There you go. Older Ephemera many years ago.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Came up Florida from Syracuse, 21st anniversary.
Nice.
Wow. I was trying to list and sell a large collection of insulators. That was a pain in the butt. And I just unloaded the collection locally to make it someone else's headache.
Yeah.
Yep. But probably if you may have unloaded it to somebody who had the passion for it.
Right.
And to them, that was great. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is great. Because a lot of times, a lot of the paper stuff that I buy to other people is complete pain in the butt. And they don't want the first thing to do with it. Oh, how do you do this? How do you deal with this stuff? And it's just, I don't know, over years, I just learned how to do it. Good for newspaper stuff or non-paper stuff. That's true. Alrighty, we're gonna head on into the rambling story of the week, and I think it's your turn, Mr. Magazine.
It is my turn.
You been running any marathons lately?
Not yet.
Oh no!
Not
Wait,
yet.
what do you mean yet?
Well, I gotta get ready for it. It might take a few months.
A few months to get ready for a marathon.
Definitely,
Nice. Now you
yep.
training?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right.
Yep.
What, you're leaving us all hanging. What are you talking? What are you the Bionic Man or something?
Let's go back a year.
Okay.
I dealt
Wayback Machine.
I dealt with a broken basement.
Yes.
I dealt with a broken Mercedes.
Yes.
I dealt with a broken truck.
Yes.
I dealt with a broken box truck.
Yes.
I dealt with a broken dog.
Yes.
All right. Now I got to deal with broken me.
Broken you? What are you talking about?
I'm broken. So I've been struggling with some leg pain over the last few months. It's been getting steadily worse and more frequent, and it's caused me to limp a little bit.
If it makes you feel good, every Wednesday at 7:30, I have a pain somewhere else.
Sure you do.
We'll say the neck.
Yes. Anywho, so I said I'm going to bite the bullet. Haven't seen my doctor in years, so my knee was bugging me, so we ran an X-ray on the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Knee was fine.
Nice.
I had a blood clot years ago, so they wanted to check my veins. I got some of those bulging veins in my calf and stuff, so they ran like an ultrasound in my leg, my left leg. Everything was fine.
Nice.
I said, well, the pain sometimes stems from like, the upper thigh area of the hip. So then they ran x-rays there. So come to find out, they said I have arthritis.
Okay.
So then I'm like, it's still like constant.
You know who else had arthritis? Fred Sanford.
Okay. I guess. Anyways.
And he dealt in junk.
So I went to my buddy's, my buddy had a hip replacement surgery. He recommended this guy to at least go to the doctor and see. And I'm on the severe level of my hip. It's bone on bone. There's no cartilage. And
it's not supposed to be bone on bone.
No, definitely not. It's as bad as it can be. It could be a number of things from weightlifting years ago, or when I was in shape, used to do cardio and the Stairmaster, moving box. Could be anything. Nevertheless, I'm putting it off a couple months because my kids got travel baseball, and I don't want to be all gimped up for that. So, I got good days and bad days. I'll take some pain medicine, but for the most part, August 9th, I will not be here. It will be a Wednesday because I'll be having my hip replacement surgery that day.
Wow. Now, can't we have random neighborhood kids sit at your bedside and hold a microphone in front of you?
Well, hopefully it's an in and out as long as there's no complications. So
when you're all under,
I am fine with that.
Well, has lots
my buddy didn't go under.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. What's the epidural? Is that when you're awake during it, or
is it? I don't know.
One of them, he was numb, but you could hear the cutting, and I don't hear anything.
Are you going to help him with the surgery?
No.
Here, hold this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Give me a shot of Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Wow. So what's the rehab on that?
So it's supposed to be a walker for a few days, a cane for a week, and actually, Aaron had it as well. My driver, yeah, my buddy. Yep. So I guess it took him a little longer for rehab. Maybe he's a little older. My buddy was younger. I don't know. Everyone's different. It could be, but I think you can't drive for a few days. So another thing, I didn't want to be like not being able to drive to the travel games and be gimped up. So we're gonna wait. And it's as bad as it is. It shouldn't get worse, you know. So if I can deal with this and get some pain, I can't have a shot either because if you have a shot, you have to wait 3 months for the surgery. So I don't want to do that.
Wow.
I want to have the surgery in a couple months. So, it is what it is. And my right one is in the early stages. So I might need a replacement in 2, 3, 5, 10 years. I'll see how that goes.
So they're going to monitor that and everything?
Yep. Exactly.
I don't understand how that happened, though. All you do is sit at a desk. It's weird.
Yeah, just give me those 100 boxes. Just put them over there. I don't contribute.
Some hardcore drugs for hip replacement. Wow,
sounds good to me.
Nice. Good luck with that. Girl for ankle surgery, also sedation, in and out of consciousness, had a blast.
Oh.
Woke up singing.
Oh, cool.
Any chance I can go to the surgery with you?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, it don't matter to me.
I'll do a video. Somehow I don't think the doctors like videos in the room.
Make faces at me, draw on my face. It's fun.
2 hip replacements for your cousin. Wow. I think a lot of people have had that. The
bionic. You talk to a lot of people have. And it's one of those things. Over time, it could just work. There's no rhyme or reason. So.
Well, one thing that I've done a lot in my job is I deal with a lot.
Talk.
The other thing I've done a lot of. The third thing that has happened a lot in my job is a lot of contractors. They need shoulders, they need knees, or they need hips. And the real problem with that is they'll have a situation like yours, especially with the shoulders. They'll only do one at a time. And the contractors get so upset about that because it's like, because some of that stuff's out, 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And they're saying, just put me up for both of them.
Yeah.
That's
how I did my hernia. I just got rid of both at the same time. Rehab's just the same pretty much. So.
Yeah. And they're like, just do both of them at the same time. No, you need to do this one, then we'll do the next one. And I've talked to the contractors before, and they say that the doctors don't want to, leave them helpless.
Yeah.
So my question that I asked the one contractor said, ask your doctor what would happen if you went in there and you were a one-armed man. Are they not going to work on the shoulder because you're totally helpless at that point?
Jeez, yeah, that's a tough one.
At that point, you're helpless. What are you going to do? But yeah, now good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can always make it to the show that night. Jeez.
Wait, isn't it a bionic woman?
that is.
Jeez. Thank you. Appreciate it.
See, the anesthesiology, you probably won't hear anything. If you do, you won't care. There you go. There you go. We can rebuild them. We can make them stronger, faster, better.
I like to come out like Michael Knight.
There you go.
That'd be cool.
Or you could fight Bigfoot, right? Wasn't that the guy that
Oh yeah,
he fought in the
Andre
things?
the Giant. Is that who he was or something?
Oh yeah, it
That's
was
one,
Andre the Giant, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
very good memory on that. All right, Mr. Magazine. Well, our thoughts are with you on that over there. Ooh,
Yeah, I heard knees are. Luckily, my knees are in good shape, so they say that's way worse rehab. So I'm happy for that at least.
wow. Clean and press magazines, or you always sell them like you got them?
We do when I get them graded, I do have magazines cleaned and pressed. And then if we have some that are like creased, I will press them. If we say we sold one in a box from 10 years ago and it's creased, we'll definitely try and press them. I don't, I have some success. You got to be patient, tighten them down, leave them there for a couple of days.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, you and me both.
Want to thank everybody. We did have a fun show. I kind of knew it would be. We learned Mr. Magazine is falling apart. We learned ChatGPT cannot be trusted. It just makes stuff up. So next week, our entire show will be done by ChatGPT.
Oh,
it'll be a lot of fun.
We should do it August 9th.
There you go. I'll just read ChatGPT stuff.
What would Chuck say? Just make up some goofy. Probably sounds stupid. It makes sense, maybe.
So
flying discs in the house, and it's something very important to say.
Oh, please do smash the like button. Stop on by Tuesday to Whatnot. We got nice ephemera. Tomorrow, Thursday, we got a nice book auction, 4 p.m. Eastern. And the following Thursday is up as well. A lot of really good stuff. So get some really good buys over there. No doubt at all about that. And Monday, we have a bonus haul video. I'll be going over to the Baby Bach this weekend. So hopefully we get some more good haul videos coming up for you as well. Hey, you want to go there and walk around and carry boxes for me? Are you gonna play that hip thing?
I have a system now which my employee does most of the work, but I said I can do this. So I get a cart and say I got to put 4 boxes in. I will not use any lower body at all. I'm using my back and upper body because that's how you hurt your back. I go, well, it's better than hurting my leg.
Did we say hi to Jeff, or did he sneak in?
We're gonna say hi again. Jazzy Jeff's in the house.
Ted Cassidy also
With
played
a little
Bigfoot. There you
tidbit.
go.
Sure.
All right, reproduce stress test scan. Oh, good luck to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good luck to you on that one.
Definitely.
All right, everybody, hit the like button, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.